Hey beauties. So I totally thought I was going to go to sleep. I don't know. Yeah, I felt a bit of energy move through me, so I knew that I had to pop in here because I haven't been inside the group as active as much as I would like to have been because I'd been finishing up the epic Maiden to Mother e-course. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And if you know any pregnant mamas or birth workers that want to deepen into the spiritual and shamanic dimensions of pregnancy and birth, then please share the link with them. But the purpose of this little live stream today was to just share some insight and reflect upon the energies of late, and something that I've been hearing in the collective and noticing is that the last couple of weeks have been a little bit turbulent, like with big shakeups, like emotionally, or lots of, I guess, base chakra stuff, yeah, to deal with finances, survival, relationships, your foundations, all that sort of stuff, yeah. And now we're coming into this transition. And usually what I share with respects to the new moon is all about planting seeds, yeah. It's about focusing on what your big dreaming is and cultivating that soil soul and focusing with your energy, your emotions, and your mindset on focusing on what your desired outcome is so that you can align to it and to create it. But it feels a little bit different this time around, this new moon. It almost feels like that's probably not coming for another 2 to 3 days. And what I'm feeling is that there's still lots of work that's been done in the etheric realm, so to speak. So if you have been processing a lot in the last couple of weeks, if things are coming to surface that might be a little bit challenging to face or exhausting, with a lot of mental, emotional, physical, spiritual processes behind them, then what I feel is happening at the moment and what I'm feeling called to share is to rest and to integrate. And that sometimes when when you want to get to where you want to be, where you should be, and you're kind of not there, and you're working on creating those quantum leaps or, slight little side shuffles, however it is that you're walking your path, sometimes we can get impatient and we get swept away in the doing and the doing and the doing. And we forget that there is great work and medicine in the integration, in the being. Yeah, so if you are a busybody and you're the type of person that is a doer and might feel a little bit guilty for resting and relaxing or, finding ways to replenish your spirit and to nourish your soul, then this is a message for you. And this is a time over the next 2 to 3 days to do what you need to do to integrate whatever has come up to the surface in the last couple of weeks so that you can allow yourself to drop into your body wisdom to get out of the head. And what happens is, with many different big upheavals or psychological processes or, catharsis or transformational healing, is sometimes you can get swept away in trying to analyze it and process it and make sense and put things into pieces and into boxes and label things to identify them so that they make sense as to why you're experiencing this now and why it's coming to the surface. And maybe there's some ancestral stuff there coming through, or maybe there's stories coming up that you thought you'd dealt with that are coming to the surface, or you're being faced with this pattern that is continuing and you're getting really frustrated with it. So one of the most counterintuitive things to do is to rest when you're in the thick of it and you're trying to figure it out, is to unhook from the, I wouldn't say drama, but it can be that intensity or that strong energetic connection to processing, because sometimes the process can be addictive and we feel like we've continually got to process things and to churn through things and to make sense of our reality. But if you don't, and I don't, if we all don't create that space for integration, then it's almost like you become the hamster on that wheel that you just keep going over in the processes, and then you can miss some really beautiful and valuable wisdom that will come through your body. It comes through your womb, it'll come through your heart when you allow yourself to unplug from the process and the stuff, trusting that you're still working, like you're still healing, you're still growing and evolving, and it's all happening in its divine will, the way that you have created it. You know, your future wise woman self is calling you through. So it's creating that space for yourself, and to not buy into any self-sabotage language, which might be guilt or shame, that maybe, you find yourself dealing with this same situation that keeps coming up for you. I know that that's something that I'm processing at the moment, which is all to do with my mindset and being really disciplined and vigilant in focusing on creating this new reality, when the programmed mindset that I had been operating, which is incredibly comfortable, is strong, and I'm quite strong-willed and strong-minded. So it's been an interesting journey, unhooking and unplugging from that, and also allowing myself that space to breathe. And that's what I wanted to come on here this evening and share with you, is to give yourself that breathing space and to trust that in that breath, in that pause, in that stillness, in the moment that you give to yourself, sometimes that's the most profound work can happen, and that you can access some incredible spaces within yourself, within your body wisdom, and also within the story, because your perspective's changed and your focus has changed. You're not so consumed with trying to figure it all out or process it. It is coming into that integration. Once you come into that integration as well, you'll know that your body will start to feel a little bit different. Your mind might be a little bit clearer. Your energy levels might increase, and in that integration space, then whatever it is that you're moving through, dealing through, changing and shifting and transforming in your life, you will have a new lens to perceive it. And in that new solutions, new ideas, new ways of being and doing and seeing things will become revealed. But that's why it's really imperative and essential to create that breathing space, to integrate, rather than, running yourself down into the ground, so to speak, or just constantly being in the grind, because that's going to deplete your energy field. It's going to deplete you and mentally exhaust you, which means that that's going to distort the way that you see things, and you won't be able to see things clearly because you're so stuck and consumed in the story and the process of it all. So now that's a little bit rambly. I'm incredibly tired. I'm going to rest now. So I am sending you so much love and many blessings. I hope you are wonderful and magical, and I hope that you are well, and I look forward to checking in more regularly. Mwah.